Good evening, students. We'll wait for 2 minutes. Yeah, now 1 minute to start the class. Yes, good evening to all of you all, those who have joined late. Yeah. Good evening, students. I welcome you all. Today we will be doing revision of lesson number 1 and lesson number 2. Revision of GK lesson number 1 and lesson number 2. Okay. This is your first page of lesson and the name of the lesson is My Body. Okay. Now question is, look at the pictures below. Fill in the missing letters to spell the name of each body parts correctly. You can observe the pictures. Even the answers are given here. You can see it. Yes. See what all is missing there. Now dash, IN dash, E dash dash. And the image is shown of fingers, right? So what is the spelling of fingers? Repeat after me. FINGERS, fingers, wherein F was missing, G was missing, R and S was missing letters, which we have to put to make the spelling correct. Okay. Okay, so we will repeat the spelling again. FINGERS, fingers. Next is, can you see the picture of a hand? Yes. Now, what is the spelling of hand? HAND. Repeat. HAND. Hand. Third one. Here is the. This is a picture of a feet. Right? Spelling is FEET. Feet. I repeat. FEET. Feet. All my dear students, please repeat the spellings after me. Okay, so you need not have to study separately again this subject only. It's so easy. Here and there, only in the class itself, we will be able to finish the thing. So later on, you can concentrate on the hard and main subjects, right? Okay. Now, can you see this image? What image is this? Yeah, it is an image of a nose. And the spelling is NOSE, nose. NOSE, nose. Coming to the next. Ear. EAR, ear. I repeat. EAR, ear. What is this? Mouth. Okay. And spelling is ear. MOUTH, mouth. MOUTH, mouth. What about this part? Neck. N-E-C-K. Neck. N-E-C-K. Neck. It's a very important part of our body. What it is? Brain. Correct? It controls our whole body. What is the spelling of brain? B-R-A-I-N. Brain. Repeat. B-R-A-I-N. Brain. Okay, kids. Now look at the fun fact down. Yes. What they are saying is our nose. Come on. Put your finger at your nose. Correct. Now put your finger at your ears, both the ears with both the hands. Hold your ears. Okay. Now this your nose and ears will continue growing throughout your life. Okay. They don't have any age limit. Okay. So it grows, keeps on growing throughout your life. Which parts? Nose as well as your ear grows throughout your life. Okay, keep this fact in your mind. I may ask you this question again, right? I may ask you dash and dash continue growing throughout our life. Then our answer is our nose and ears, right? Okay. This is your next page. Here what is given? They are saying various uses of different body parts. Okay. Here we have to match the things. Match the following body parts with their uses. Also write the names of the body parts in the blank space by taking help from the word bank. See, to answer the question, they have given us so many things. Like you can see, one side they have shown you the images. Even they have helped us with the spelling by giving us the word bank, wherein all the answers are given here: eyelids, feet, wrist, mouth, and hand. Correct? And here are your questions, so that it will be easy for you all to answer. Right? Now I have come up with the answer, written answer sheet only. Right? Because this is our revision part. First question is, I walk with my feet. What it is? We all walk with our feet. Where are feet? Here. Picture of feet you can see here. Okay. The next one is, we touch with our ear. Now by seeing the option as well as the word bank, we have to answer. Okay. Otherwise, generally without option or without images, if I ask you, we touch with our, or we have get feeling of touch with our skin, the skin answer is also correct. But here they are saying, and we have to choose it from the given options, right? So here in the option, if you see, hand option is given here, and even hands image is shown here. So we touch with our hand. Otherwise, touch feeling we get it with through our skin, right? Also, come on, next, we speak with our mouth. Can you see this mouth? Picture of a mouth. So this is also done, right? And here is mouth. Feet we have done already, right? Mouth is done, hand is done. Now fourth one, we wear a watch on our, here we wear watch, right? So what is this part called as? It is called as wrist. Okay, and the watch which we wear on our hand, that is on our wrist, is called as wristwatch. And the watch which we clock, which we hang on the wall, it is called as wall clock, right? Okay. Fifth one, I'm here. They cover and protect the eyes. Now, what covers and protect the eyes? What is this? You can see this closed eyes picture. Yeah. So they are called as eyelids. What they are called as? Eyelids. Spelling is EYE. You have to write the spelling of I and then lids, L-I-D-S, lids. Okay. Understood, dear kids? You can see this part is called as eyelid. Okay. The next question is talking about sensory organs. You know, we have 5 sensory organs. Which are they? Yes, nose, skin, ear, tongue, and eyes, right? These are our 5 sensory organs, correct? Now they have given us question as write the 5 sensory organs. Okay, it's fun type question. They have shown us few pictures, that is images, and even those images names are written below it, and they are asking us to select the only first letter of the name, okay, from all the given images, and then which word you will get, and that word will be nothing but a sense organ, right kids? Okay, now let us see one by one. The first one, if you see, first is what? First image is elephant, yacht, eggplant. Okay, so we will take only first alphabets from each, correct? If we take first alphabet, it is E of elephant, Y of yacht, and E again of eggplant. So which word it is? It is eyes. The word form is eyes, and that is one of our sense organ. Coming to next, first images of 9, and 9 is first letter N, then is oranges, O first letter, strawberry, S first letter, then comes engine, E first letter. This way we got the spelling of nose, N-O-S-E, the second sense organ, right? Moving to next, strawberry, S, kite, can you see here? Kite, K, then is your ice cream, I, then 9 again, that is N. So which word is formed by using only the first letter from each spelling? Yeah, it is skin, S-K-I-N, skin. Repeat, my dear kids, S-K-I-N, skin, correct? Okay. The next is, here it is top, T of top, O of oranges, N of net, then is your grapes, G. Okay, let us write it up. Okay, T O N G, then U, umbrellas U, eagles E. Which word is formed? Tongue, T-O-N. Can you see it here? T-O-N-G-U-E, tongue, right kids? Okay, the last one, E of earth, A of apple, and R of rabbit. So we got the word ear, E-A-R, ear. So this way we got our all 5 sensory organs, which are eyes, nose, skin, tongue, and ears. Repeat, eyes, nose, skin, tongue, ears. These are all our sensory organs, all 5 sensory organs. And what are their functions? Eyes helps us to see the things, right? Nose, breathe. Skin, sense of touch. Tongue, taste. And ear helps us to hear the things, right? Okay. Now what they are saying, do you know? They are saying apart from having unique fingerprints. Okay, see your palm. See, there are so many lines, different lines, right? So these lines are called as fingerprints. Okay, so we all human beings have got unique, means different, completely different. It does not matches with anybody. Okay, we have got unique fingerprints. Similarly, like unique fingerprints, even we human have also unique tongue print. Okay, what I'm saying, tongue, you know, yes, tongue print. Even on tongue, if you find, there are fine lines on it, and they are not matching with anybody. Okay, okay, come on, move to the next one. Here we are talking about good habit and bad habit. Okay, read each sentence and identify if it is a good habit or a bad habit. Pick the correct answer from the bracket. If you observe the bracket, in the bracket they have given us only 2 options for all the brackets. There are 6 questions. On this page, 4 questions. On the next page, 2 more questions are there. Okay. And in options, they have given us only 2 things. That is, either it is a good habit or a bad habit. Right? Now we have to read the sentence and accordingly decide whether it is good habit or a bad habit. Come on, let's start. First one, what you can see, a child is washing his hands, right? And soap dispenser is also shown there. So they are saying, washing my hands with soap and water after using toilet. Yes, very good. It's a very good habit, right? You should always use soap and water and wash your hands after each time you use your toilet, right? Okay, come on. Next is applying cream onto your skin after a bath. Correct. This is also a good habit. While bathing, we use soap, right? And soap, what? Soap removes the natural oil also from our skin, right or not? And the skin becomes little bit dry. And if you have an habit of applying cream on it, it's really a good habit. Okay. So this is also a good habit. Next is brushing your teeth and tongue in the night. They have specifically talking about night, but here I would like to suggest you all that on here we should brush our teeth twice a day. That all of you all know, right? Okay, so even that child is brushing his teeth at night and even cleaning the tongue. It's a good habit because whole day whatever we eat gets stuck into our teeth as well as on our tongue. So we should have that habit of cleaning it before going to bed. So again, this is also a good habit. So how many times you should minimum brush your teeth? Yes, in the early, as soon as you wake up, that is morning, as well as before going to bed. You should clean your teeth as well as tongue. Okay, gargle properly so that no foodstuffs are there in your mouth. Okay, coming to the next one. So that is going out for a morning walk to hear the birds chirp. Okay, going out for a morning walk is a very good habit. It will keep you healthy. Okay, so it is also a good habit. Fifth one, looking at the computer and watching television for a long time. Okay, sitting in front of computer playing games or watching television for a long time is not at all a good habit. It is bad habit which you should never follow. Okay, so our fifth answer is bad habit. We should not spend so much of time on computer or television. Okay, it is not healthy. It is not good for your eyes as well as your brain, right kids? Okay, come on. So that is bad habit. Fifth one, the answer is bad habit. Moving to sixth one. Here is sixth question. Helping your parents by watering the plants at home. This child is helping his parents by watering the plants in their house. It's very good. You should always try and help your parents, grandparents in their work, right? Okay, it's very good habit. So sixth answer is good habit. Okay, down they have shown you an activity. They are asked us to color also. I hope you all might have colored the picture, right? And now they are asking us to observe the image, observe the picture, and write whether it is which one is good habit and which one is bad habit. Now, if you see the girl, two girls are shown on the screen. First one is sneezing, the other one is also sneezing, but first one is not covering the face, so it is bad habit. And the other one, second one, you can see this, the second one, she is covering her face with an handkerchief. Very good, it's a good habit. So whenever you wanted to cough or sneeze, what you should do, you should side face and cover your face with handkerchief so that others will not get disturbed, as well as even not, you will not be able to spread any sort of disease, because this cough, cold, these all are what, they are contagious disease, right? Contagious means एक से दूसरे को हो जाता है, right? Okay, so which one is good? The second girl is who's covering the face while sneezing is a good habit. Here, this was the last page of our first lesson. Okay, my dear kids. Moving to the next lesson. And what is our next lesson? Lesson number 2, my home and school. Again, this is also revision, right? Okay, now answer the following question. How many members are there in your family? Now here what I wanted to say, you are supposed to answer questions, try to answer all the questions in full sentences, right? So that you will get an habit of answering the questions correctly. Only saying 6, 7 members, 8 members, this is not correct. How you will answer this question? You will say like, there are, why we are using the word here are? Because we are talking about more than one. So there are, then if it is 2, 3, 4, whatever is the number of your family, that you will write. For example, if in my family we are 3, so I will write there are 3 members in my family, right? Okay, so repeat after me. There are dash members in my family. Okay, I'm not used, why I have used the word dash? So that it will differ from person to person as per his family member, right? Okay, coming to the next one. What is your mother's name? Okay, so you will write your mother's name, and but before that, what, how you will start the sentence? My. And keep one thing in mind, whenever you start any answer, the starting alphabet should always be capital. And then later on, if name comes, like here you are going to write your mother's name. So again, mother's name, first letter should be capital. Right, my dear kids? Okay. So here how you will answer your question? My mother's name is dash. What is your mother's name? That you will put there. Moving to next. What is your father's name? Again, same, M capital of my. My father's name is dash. And after completion of your sentence, what you will put? You'll put full stop. You know what is full stop? Yes, you'll put full stop. Okay, come on, move to the next one. Do you have any siblings? Siblings means your real brother or sister. If you're having real brother and sisters, they are your siblings, right? So if you're having, you will write there, yes, I have dash siblings, right? Like if you're having 2 siblings, write there 2. If you're having 3 siblings, write there 3. Okay. But siblings are not your uncles and aunts' children, right? Uncles and aunt children are called as what? Cousins, not siblings. Siblings means only your real brother and real sister. Okay. Okay. Now coming to next. Write the names of your siblings. Now, if you're having siblings, you will write their names. If you're having, if your fourth answer is no, if you do not have any sibling, if you are a single child of your parent, then you will write in the fourth question that no, I do not have any siblings, right? And in fifth question, you will put a dash. And those who are having their siblings, they know what are their names, right? So write their names by putting commas. Okay, the next, sixth one, how old are you? Now, whatever is your age that you're going to mention here. Okay, and how you will start your answer? I again, capital. I am, am. Okay, I am dash years old. Okay, if you're 6 years old, write 6 years old. If you're 7, write 7. Okay, so you'll write I am dash years old. Okay, moving to the next one. I will show you the written page also. It is written here. Next question, right? Come on, first we'll see the blank one. Father's mother. Okay, your father's mother is called dash. Okay, come on. Do you remember we have done this previously also? Okay, all the relationship from your father's side will be called as paternal. P A T E R N A L, paternal. Okay. Paternal, paternal. So your father's mother is called as paternal grandmother. Similarly, your father's father will also be called as paternal grandfather. Is that clear? Okay. Okay. Now let us see the next question. Father and mother. Father and mother are together called our parents. What they are called as? Parents. Right or not? Okay. So what is the spelling? Parents. Parents. Your father and mother are your parents. Third one. Mother's father. Now your mother's father is called dash. Now your mother's father will be called as maternal. What it is? M A T E R N A L, maternal. Okay, so your mother's father is called maternal grandfather. Similarly, your mother's mother will be called as maternal grandmother. Okay, very simple. So, like your father's, for father, we mostly say it as papa, right? Or pop. Very modern people say it as pop, pop, right? Okay. So, P for papa or pop will be P for paternal. So, father side grandparents are called as paternal. Is that clear? Yes, now you will remember. You will not get confused between maternal and paternal. P for papa or pop and P for paternal. Okay. Similarly, M for mom. Okay. Mom, mommy, right? Okay. So M for mom and similarly M for maternal. Right or not? So your grandmother's parents will be your maternal grandparents. Is that clear? MM matching. Now don't get confused. Okay. Moving to next one. Mother's sister is called dash. Mother's sister. Now it is very easy in English, as I have already told you all before. For all the elderly people, not very elder. Very elderly people, we call them as grandpa, grandma, right? But of middle age, we call them as what? Uncle or aunt, right? As per their gender, we call them uncle or aunt. Even aunt is called as auntie also. Okay, so your mother's sister, being feminine, she will be called as aunt, right? Aunt, A-U-N-T. If you're saying aunt, A-U-N-T is the spelling, right? Okay. Your father's brother will be called as uncle. U-N-C-L-E. Correct? Okay. Now coming to do you know? Now what they want us to know, I think so we have already done this, right? Just now I have spoken about it. Your uncles and aunts' children are your cousins. What they are? They are your cousins. C-O-U-S-I-N-S, cousins, right? Your uncles and aunts, like your chacha ka ladka, mama ka ladka, masi ka ladka, bua ka ladka, bua ki ladki, or ladka ladki of your uncle and aunts will be called as nothing but only and only cousins. Very easy, right? Okay. Okay. Now the next one. Your brothers and sisters' children. Now your real brothers or your cousins, no problem, but they are called as, if he's a boy, will be called as nephew. For girls, niece. Okay. So your brothers and your sisters' children will be called as nephews and niece. Is that clear, kids? Nephew spelling, you can see it here. Nephews. Hews. I repeat, Nephews, nephew for boys, and girls, niece, Nieces. Repeat, Nices, niece. If it is only single, do not put S, right? Here they have given you plural. So here just we have done this page. This is the written answers. Okay, this way if you want, you can mark down this. Let us move to the next page. Next page is showing us the living space in our house, right? Now let us see what all things they have shown us. They have shown us the images of the different rooms. Okay, from the picture given below, identify their space in your house. Now they are asking us to identify the space in our house. The first one is very easy. It's bedroom, right? What it is? Bedroom. Why? Bed is shown here, right? Come on. Here is what? Sofa, television, chair, teapot, right? What it is? It is nothing but a living room. Okay. And the living room is also called as drawing room. Coming to next. Dining table, chairs means what? It's dining room. Next is what? Kitchen. You can see a cooktop, cabinets, kitchen cabinets, right? Utensils means it is kitchen. Fifth one, a bathtub, a commode, a wash basin. It's nothing but bathroom, right? The next one is, you can see a bunk bed, right? Bunk bed means what? One above other beds are kept for kids. So it is kids room. Okay, my dear kids. Okay. Let's move to the next page. Okay, this is our next page. Okay, one second. This was the activity, right? You might have already done it. It's coloring activity. Okay, this is the question. There are many things that we use at home. Below are images of some household things. Match them with their names and the space in the house where they are found. Okay. So let us match the things. First of all, let us see which things they have shown us. Okay. Here, which words are shown here is what? Plates, sofa, pillows, towel, cooktop. Okay. And here is storeroom. This side is what? Names are given. We are supposed to match. Let us start one by one. Now, kitchen. What do you find in kitchen? Correct. we find cooktop. Now bedroom, yes, bedroom goes with pillow. Bathroom, yes, if you're going for bathing, you will definitely carry a towel. Okay. Storeroom will keep the things which are not frequently needed or required. Dining room will go with plates, right or not? And what about drawing room? Drawing room, which I told you, living room. Yes, it has sofa come. Yes. So sofa goes with living room, that is drawing room. This way we are supposed to think and match the things, right? Okay. Next, guess who I am. Some pictures are given below to help you guess, right? Now your pictures are given. Now let us see which pictures are given. First, we'll just observe the pictures. A backpack, which is called a school bag, refrigerator, television, ceiling fan, telephone, that is landline telephone, microwave oven, a cleaning duster which remove dust, an iron which helps us to press the things, press our clothes, right? And a kettle in which we carry tea. Okay, tea or coffee, right? Okay, now let us see questions one by one. First question, sorry, here is your first question. I help your mother in preserving food for long. Okay, your parents, many of the parents go for working, they cook their food early in the morning and keep it in refrigerator, right? Where they keep in fridge. Fridge is called as refrigerator is the correct name, but in short we say it as fridge. But what is the correct name? Refrigerator, which is your fridge. Here it is, right? So they keep the things there. Why do they keep the things in fridge? That is your refrigerator, so that the food which they have cooked will preserve. Preserve means remain in a good quality for a long time. Okay, it will not get spoiled because of the cold temperature inside. Okay, so refrigerator is helping your mother to preserve food for long. Next is, I am used when it is hot outside. When the climate is hot, we all switch on what? Fan. So fan is our correct answer here. Correct. Next. Now we are supposed to select the things or select our answers from the given pictures. Okay. Otherwise, there are other options also like air conditioner, cooler, right? But here they have shown us the image of fan, so we will select that answer only. Come on, coming to the next one. If they are not showing you any image, if the answer is up to you, you can write any appropriate answer as per your thought, right? Okay. But here if I write AC, do you think so I am right? No, because what is our question? From the picture given below, we are supposed to guess, right? Okay. So only we selected fan. Next, I help you speak with people who live far away. Now, many of us have got nuclear families, their parents, grandparents, uncle, aunt, okay, or even the elderly siblings go far away for some other purpose, and still you are in touch with them because of what? You speak to them through telephone, right or not? So telephone is the correct answer. So telephone helps you to speak with the people who are not living with you, they are who are far away from you. Both. I help you carry your school bag. Sorry, school books. Okay. So when you go to school, you carry your books in your school bag, right or not? Nowadays, people not don't use the word school bag. What they say? Backpack, right? Okay. So actually it is called a school bag. Backpack is also correct. No problem. Okay. Next. I help you. I help you press your clothes. Definitely iron. Iron. We use iron to press our clothes, right? Sixth one. I help in cooking and heating up food. Okay. What it is? Microwave oven helps us to heat the food or cook the food. Correct. Seventh, I am used to dust your house. Yes, duster is used to dust our house, right? To remove the dust, we use such type of dusters, right or not? Coming to next. You watch me when you have free time. Whenever we are free, we feel like watching television, right or not? Okay, so television is the correct answer. Okay, what it is? Television. Television. Okay. Okay, coming to next. I am used for making and keeping tea. Kettle. Kettle is used for making and keeping tea. Okay. Okay, so here we have done with this page. Let us just once go through the spelling. Okay, my dear kids. Refrigerator, R-E-F-R-I. Come on, say, repeat after me. Refrigerator. 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 Second one, fan. F-A-I-N, fan. F-A-I-N, fan. Telephone. T-E-L-E, tele. T-E-L-E, tele. P-H-O-N-E, phone. P-H-O-N-E, phone. Similarly, television. T-E-L-E, tele. Then vision. V-I-S-I-O-N. V-I-S-I-O-N, television. Okay. Coming to school bag, it is very easy. Write school and the spelling of bag. B-A-G, bag. School spelling you know. Come on, repeat after me. S-C-H-O-O-L, school. B-A-G, bag. Next, iron. I-R-O-N, iron. This is called as iron, and this word iron means also lokhand. Okay, it's metal. Okay, if you are having a grill outside your house that is made of iron, correct? Okay. Microwave, M-I-C-R-O-W-A-V-E, microwave. Oven, O-V-E-N, oven. Okay, next, D-U-S-T-E-R, duster. Okay, even teacher use other type of duster to clean her board. Okay, the purpose is same. You're also cleaning and they are also cleaning. So the last one is kettle, K-E-T-T-L-E.